Oh, there you are. Come in. Don't worry about the door. I was just, finishing this up. Please, have a seat. I promise I'm not going to try to keep you for very long. And thank you for staying late. Once again, there was just a few things that I felt I should address with you before I let you leave work today. You're not in any kind of trouble, I promise. It's quite the opposite, in fact. I think that. Oh, thank you, Ayana. If this is everything for you, you can head out. Have a good weekend. As I was saying, you really aren't in any kind of trouble. Your performance this week or so has actually been excellent. Is that surprising to you? You find it surprising that I would say so, right? That's another reason why I wanted to speak with you today. I need to. Yes, Honda, what is it? End of the day reports, right? You can just leave them on the desk. Would you mind getting the door for me on your way out? Thank you. Sorry about that. As I was saying, it was very important to me that we discuss our working relationship. I know. Maybe not the best choice of words. Since we came back from Golden Week, I've been trying to make a few changes around the office. I'm sure you've noticed. Right, I moved the Sugawara and Yamato accounts off you and onto Aoyama. She's got a bit more experience with the clients in that field. And looking at the accounts you already had on your plate, it made sense to move them over, and she was more willing to tackle them. In fact, she was a little miffed that I hadn't given them to her in the first place. I did say that, didn't I? That if you couldn't handle it, you might want to try going into another profession. Obviously, I've changed my stance on that. I took more time to look over the workload for everyone on the team, and once I saw it all together, it was clear that you've been given far more than anyone else, and that's my fault. I've been letting your performance suffer. I just pile cases on top of your desk almost like I liked that little helpless look you gave me every time I assigned you a new task. Of course, I can't entirely blame him. My point is, I realized that any complaints I had about poor performance from you were my own fault. And when I look again, I don't know where I got the idea you were performing badly to begin with. Taking the workload you were given into consideration, I am shocked you managed to keep all your plates spinning. And since you've had just two accounts removed from your rotation, your productivity has skyrocketed Do you know what that tells me? It tells me I've been a pretty bad boss. And I owe you the deepest of apologies. I really wish you wouldn't give me that look. I know that I've been abrasive. I'm not going to pretend I don't deserve that. I've been going through the memories of your time in this office over and over again for the past week. And every time I get more disgusted with what I see. It wasn't just overloading you with work, it was everything. From the moment you were assigned to my team, it almost seemed like it was my personal mission to just break you down. What changed? Well, it was when we ran into one another during Golden Week. I mean, it kind of started before that. I'm sure you noticed I've been acting off for longer than just this past week or so. Yeah, I really wasn't at my best. Not sure if he really has a best, if we're being honest. And it started a little before the break. I was getting angry and erratic, right? Hard to predict if I would stay in my office all day or hover behind your desk, waiting for an opportunity to pounce on you and rip you up for a typo or a forgotten CC. Yes, you're right. I did start coming in with cat fur on my clothes after I said I didn't like them. Okay, yes. I said I hated them. I've clearly changed my opinions on a lot of things lately, haven't I? I ended up taking in a stray recently. Don't give me that look. He's perfectly fine. Even if I wanted to hurt him, nothing I can do to that cat is going to face him. Believe me. No, he wasn't injured, and he was honestly probably doing fine on his own, but we're getting a little off track here. I don't hate cats anymore. That's the point. And with the holidays and time to be away and reflect on everything that's been happening here at the office, I realized that my behavior towards you had to change. It was really as simple as that. When we ran into one another during the break, I wasn't. That's a memory I haven't been able to stop replaying either. The way I acted then was. Feral isn't a bad word for it. I know that that I managed to leave a scratch on your cheek when I saw you still had a bandage on it. Thursday, when we got back, I felt like I was going to crawl out of my skin. I couldn't look at this damn face for days. Yeah. I know what I said. I told you that memory has been haunting me. I wouldn't give what I wouldn't give to go back in time and claw my past self's eyes out for the way he grabbed at you and for the way he was screaming in your face. I shouldn't have said that. Nothing that was happening to me was your fault. My own stupid decisions was what landed me in that mess. You were just a convenient target, and I'm sorry you got hurt when you were caught in the crossfires. It really doesn't matter. I was in over my head in a bad situation when I ran into you. I just started venting it all out. I was believably out of line. I get that, and with how I've been treating you, I understand why it would be hard to believe that it wasn't personal. But I swear, it really wasn't about you. It was about me and my issues, which I've recently got a handle on. You're not sure? Oh, wait, I wasn't quite finished. I have something that I want to give you. Please, don't look at me like that. It's just, look here. You can see for yourself. See? It's just a talisman. I got it at a shrine over the break after I, sorted my head out. I'd like it if you kept it on you for protection. Please don't ask me why. Oh, wait. Fine. Let's do it your way. I'm not your boss. I mean, I'm not your boss. You said it yourself, kitten. I haven't been acting like myself since we came back from the break. Because I'm not. Who am I? I think maybe what would be the better option. I said it already. That idiot was in way over his head. He was messing with a lot of things he didn't understand, including me. My teeth? Oh yeah. They're sharper now. Yes. If we're going for total honesty, I could stop concentrating so hard on looking human, can't I? Have my eyes changed too? Oh, I think they have, and you just noticed. Now, look at that. You're starting to ask the right questions. As for what I am, well, there was this cat that was showing up around your apartment complex a while back. Wasn't there? You even described them in the office a few times. I've got your memories of it up here. They were a big cat, weren't they? One of those mountain breeds. Pure white and somehow pristine despite being a stray. With a long, fluffy tail. Oh, they have everything to do with this kitten. Because they disappeared a few weeks ago, didn't they? They stopped coming around right before the break. Even though they were at your apartment complex every day before then. I know. You know what I'm talking about, kitten. Don't play games. Do you want me to say it out loud? I'm the white cat. Hi, kitten. It's been a while. You wanted me to be honest with you. This is honesty. I don't know how much more plain I can get. I'm the white cat that you used to bring catnip toys to play with in the courtyard. I'm the Bekaneko you used to try to entice into your apartment with cuts of salmon. I'm the one you told how much your horrible boss scared you. Oh, it's very possible. I spent months hanging around your apartment complex, buttering you up with purrs and rolls on the pavement so you could bring out the best cuts from the supermarket. You even started calling me Shiro. Very creative, kitten. And then while I was marking my territory around your apartment building, that slimy little rat was trying to poke his nose in where it doesn't belong. I recognized him from your description. Tallish, dark-haired, and the most superior expression you've ever seen. He was snooping and sneaking around, and the energy coming off of him was so evil, it made my skin crawl. I raised hell every time I saw him. Exactly. And you would come running out to see what was the matter. And he'd run off so he wouldn't get caught. Until one day he managed to get the jump on me. And that's when I disappeared. When he captured me and tried to get rid of the problem. Oh, no, kitten, don't worry. I said it earlier. He couldn't hurt me no matter how hard he tried. I was actually enjoying myself a bit, if I'm being honest. After everything you told me he did to you in this office, it was my personal pleasure to dole some of it back. Anything he tried to do to me would rebound back on him. Just short of killing him, of course. I didn't want to ruin my fun. And when he wasn't physically near me, I was doing everything I could to haunt him. That was what was happening when he ran into you during Golden Week. I was giving him as much hell as I could from a distance, and he bumped into you. Ugh. Fucking idiot. Couldn't understand that it was his own fault. He saw the newbie he'd been stalking when he met the demon cat, and well, you know what happened. My little games got you hurt. And after that, they didn't seem so fun anymore. Yeah, he's the one that scratched you, but I'm the one who set him off. I wasn't being careful enough. I wasn't thinking about your safety. I won't make that same mistake again. What happened afterwards? What, when that miserable piece of shit got home? I had one last round just to pay him back for marking what's mine, and I got rid of the problem. Yes, you should probably feel a certain way about that. Are you trying to say you didn't? That what you're not as upset as you think you should be? Do you need me to remind you of what that rat put you through? No, I think you do. Because you've been flinching at this face whenever I get close to you, no matter what I do. Cups of fruit from the convenience store get suspicious looks because the rat put tahini in it once without telling you. Hell, I couldn't even get you a can of coffee from the vending machine without you think it was some kind of attempt at mocking you because of the burn he caused tossing one at you. Oh, but I do, kitten. I need to keep going. I need to remind you of how often that rat would corner you in the break room or at work outings to ask you personal questions and sneer and mock your answers, no matter what they were. I need to remind you that you would have come home 3 days out of 5 with tears in your eyes. And you would tell me while you scratched behind my ears how terrified you were that one day it wasn't just going to be words. That one day it was going to escalate into something else. So I made sure that wasn't going to be a problem anymore. You don't need to worry about that. What happened to him is exactly what he deserved. And now I'm here to clean up the mess he left behind. Making sure you got space to breathe at work. Cleaning out all the crap he had in his apartment. He was screwing around with some serious evil shit, you know that? He had all kinds of cursed objects lying around. Weird herbal concoctions all over the place. He had no idea what he had his hands on. But he could have done so much serious harm to someone messing around with it. It's like giving a toddler a loaded weapon. Hey, look at me. This is not what I'm trying to tell you, alright? I got rid of all of it. It's all gone. He is gone. He can't hurt you anymore. Because I refuse to let that happen. You'll never have to see him again. Even this face is going to be changing soon enough. Well, I was really just using this rat's body as a bit of a template. It's been a while since I took human form. Hmm. I didn't want to get the proportions all wrong. But the longer I settled into it, the more my face is going to come through. The eyes would get a bit more cat-like. The brow and nose will shift. When I smile, you'd probably be able to see the resemblance to how I used to look. Good. You probably won't even recognize me as your boss in a couple months. It's going to be a bitch to explain my hair starting to come in white, though. And my eyes changing color. Oh, I don't think I can handle wearing colored contacts. Why bother? What? With a human form? Well, like I said, it's been a minute or two since I threw on a little disguise. It's always good fun. And as it turns out, that little weasel boss of yours wasn't too terrible at his job when he wasn't tormenting you. It would have actually caused more trouble for you than not if he was like, he completely vanished, you know? What? Why bother at all? Which part are you talking about, kitten? Why did I bother killing him? He tried first, and he was also trying to hurt you. Why did I bother raising a racket when he showed up at your apartment? Because you're mine, and he was getting too close, and I wasn't quite ready to blow my cover yet. I thought I went over this. Because I picked you? Come on. You know cats. You know how we are. You've been good to them your whole life. You were certainly good to me. When I was just a stray showing up around your complex, you'd coo and laugh over me while you gave me things to chase and you brought me all the premium treats to give me. I should have taken the invitation when you tried to get me to come into your apartment, but you know, a cat and an open door. I was taking my sweet time about it, and then the rat swooped in. Yeah, it seemed like he planned it. All that cursed shit he had hanging around his apartment. Like I said, he had no idea what he was dealing with, but even idiots manage to stumble into the right answers every now and then. When he scratched you, it's been taking a long time to heal than you expected, right? That's because it's deeper than you think. It's not just in your skin. It's in your soul. Hey, it's alright, don't panic. He didn't damage you or something. Don't think like that. You're fine, your soul's fine. But he did leave a mark on you, and it's going to start attracting some unwanted attention. Well, you were pretty vibrant to begin with. Souls with a lot of creativity, or a lot of pain, or a lot of empathy, they tend to shine a little brighter. Yours is a bit of a beacon, if we're being honest. But even so, most yokai would have left you alone for the most part, without this damn mark. It's like you haven't been touched before. No one had made the first move to try and claim you. And that's... And there's customs we go by. As lawless as some of us can be, there is something of a code. And generally, mortals who haven't invited the call upon themselves are left alone. Well, I can't account for everyone, but for the most part, the issue is that mark means you're not untouched by the occult anymore. You're going to start seeing a lot more of it crawling around, trying to find its way into your life. That's why I was trying to get you to take the talisman earlier. If I couldn't get close enough to offer real protection, I could at least give you that. Move apartments. Move jobs. What are you talking about? No. You're not getting it. It doesn't matter now. You can go to a different company. You can move to a different apartment. You can dye your hair and change your name. And it still won't change anything. What he did is stuck to your soul. And any yokai with a half-decent amount of power is going to be able to sense it. I'm sorry, kitten, but you're never going to be 100% safe from us again. Oh no, don't. Hey, it's gonna be alright. I told you already, I'm not going to let anyone else hurt you. That stupid prick got a scratch him because I let my guard down, but it will never, ever happen again. You are my human, and anyone who thinks they can get close enough to hurt you has a tsunami of pain headed their way. Of course, if you're really scared, there are a few rituals I can complete to protect you. Well, I could put up some food around the entrances to your apartment to start with, and keeping that talisman on you helps, but if you want rock solid protection, there's a ritual I can do between the two of us. I'll always know when you're in danger. You'll be able to call me from wherever you are. I just need about let me think. 2 weeks of close proximity to make it work. Consistent close proximity. It means I would need to stay with you while I complete it, yes. In the same room as much as possible, if not physically close. You'll be able to have some privacy, obviously. Unlike a real cat, I won't be sticking my paws under the door while you're in the bathroom. That's the first time I've heard you laugh all week. So can I do it? You'll let me come stay? Excellent. I can promise you won't regret it. Oh, is it really that late already? Oh, you should probably get going. Custodial is going to want in here to be clean. Why don't we grab some dinner on the way home? It is crazy that I'm craving cold noodles this early in the year. Sure, I can tell you some more about the yokai around here on the way. We can start with Honda. You could tell there was something up with me, but not him? Come on. You've seen those ears he's got. Who does he think he's fooling? Shut. You probably shouldn't say things like that for a while. Things like, I didn't pay as much attention to Hoda as I did the boss. I'm sorry. When I took this form, I knew I was going to need his memories to pull it off. I don't know anything about working in an office. The last time I had hands, office buildings weren't really a thing, you know? And if the goal was to make things better for my favorite human, I couldn't be fumbling about at the job. So I ate his brain. Hey, don't give me that look. Not my usual MO, I swear. It's just in this instant, I really needed to know what was in this guy's head. Turns out, not a lot of nice things in there. A lot of memories of being cruel to you. A lot of thoughts of what he wanted to do to you. No, this is where I might have fucked up a bit. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's not as bad as you're thinking. I'm just trying to be transparent with you. Once I had eaten the brain, I thought, his liver was pickled and there was some yokai who considered that a delicacy, and I'm not one of them, so I left that alone, but I just might as well. It wouldn't have been a waste to just leave it. That's a lot of magic I'd have just been throwing away, and I still needed to make myself a human body. But the feelings in that heart are stronger than I thought they'd be. Your boss, he was really fixated on you. Almost like you could see that beacon of a soul you got, too. And hearing you say things like you paid him the most attention, that makes what's left of his heart shudder inside me. Makes my heart start to race. It makes his feelings and urges well up in me. And it's almost too hard to tell them apart from my own. He wanted to be close to you, like I want to be close to you. He wanted to feel your skin, the way I want to feel your skin. He wanted to hear you gasping the same way I want to hear you gasping. Just like that. I already wanted all of those things, but his heart made it much more intense. And until it settles, maybe don't tell me you had a crush on your bully boss. Oh, fuck. Anyways, let's have that conversation another day. Dinner? Let's get dinner. And I can tell you why Hana's always taking the last couple days of the month off.